Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the DC Collectibles action figure of the Dark Archer from Arrow. Right off the bat, I gotta say, I think they did a great job with the Dark Archer's outfit. It certainly looks like his, League of Assassins outfit. I do think there's some limited articulation, but overall there's a really good sculpt to this. So let's go check out some of the details, like he's got the hinged feet with a little swivel to them, double knee joint, which is great. Here's a little upskirt shot where you can see his legs have the hinge that comes outward, forward, back. It's not a ball hinge, it's just joints. But there is no mid-thigh cut, if that matters to you. There's no boot cut either. His torso has no little pivoting joint either, so it's pretty much one straightforward torso. The arms have a ball hinge to them and a single elbow joint, but there's no bicep cut. The wrists are good though. They have the swivel and they have the hinge that goes in and out on both hands. And then lastly, his head is stuck underneath the hood, but it does turn, left and right. You just have to kind of get your thumb really in there underneath that hood. It does tilt a bit up and down. There is a ball joint in there. I do wish that there was some way to change out the head and take the hood off. I'm a big John Barrowman fan. Huge fan ever since Doctor Who and Torchwood and all that. And I would love if there was a Malcolm Merlyn head that you can put on, because he does, take some time in the show with his hood off, and he's such a rad actor. I just think it'd be really cool to have a John Barrowman head for this. But the sculpt on this hood is really well done. I think the way they painted it and the way they kind of shaped it, but just the fact that it's this kind of gray material, but there's a brown little coat of paint over it, and then you've got all the little rivets painted onto it. Really good work. Same thing with the face. I think the actual mask he's wearing, the little dots by the mouth, the eyes look really good. The eyebrows are well done. This is really solid work. The whole outfit to me has a really great sculpt. I mean, just look at this belt. It actually reads like leather. For an action figure, I find that impressive. Even though this whole torso doesn't really move at all, I think the way the brown material hangs and the different, the darker paint over it, this wash, that gives it a dirty look, awesome. The gray in the middle, the belt strap, the buckle, all really solid work. And I think all the little riveted dots are painted really well. The sleeves look good too, especially his left sleeve, which has little ropes, little straps tied around. And the fact that the knots aren't even sculpted on there, a separate piece that's attached, that's really cool. The texture on his left sleeve looks good as well. And then his boots look pretty cool. They have this little gold paint on the bottom and going up the side where the zipper is. But the fact that there's the little flap hanging off, there's little tiny details to this that I really dig. And if you go for a closer look at his hand here, you can see another detail is that the fingers are opened up there so you can put the arrow in, which we'll do now. He comes with one lone arrow, and I think it fits pretty easily into his hand. You just jam it in there like so. But there's also a little gap back there, so I think if you kind of pry his fingers apart a bit, you can get it to kind of wedge in that way as well. Now he also comes with his bow. And it's really basic as far as the paint goes, but there are some, kind of cool details within the structure of the bow. Now this figure just has one elbow joint, it's not a double joint, and that double joint would have been really helpful in getting the bow and arrow into place. The Green Arrow figure has double elbow joints, and it looks really natural getting him into position. This, I mean, it's doable, but you have to lift his arm up really outward, and it works okay. It doesn't look bad. It could be a little tighter and not so far out stretched. But I'm glad that I was able to achieve it, because at first I was concerned that I wasn't. This figure also has a really cool little quiver. I can't end this review without showing you guys the detail within the paint of his back and his little left shoulder piece and quiver. The arrows are all part of that. They don't come out. They're sculpted in. They don't really have much definition. They're just kind of black. But it looks really cool. Man, just look at this figure standing here. It looks really cool. Now, I don't know if that's just because I'm biased, because I really like John Barrowman a lot as an actor, but I think this figure looks really cool on the shelf. I thought it was a pretty cool villain for, you know, the show, and I think the outfit looks really cool. He looks rad with his bow and arrow set out like that. I'm happy with this figure. I think it looks pretty damn cool. Thanks for watching.